Hey guys, welcome back. We had a really crazy weekend of estate sales and yard sales, so today we're going to share with you all of our finds. We got a table and floor full here, so we're going to go through all these and kind of give you where we found them, how much we paid, and all that good stuff. Probably some home runs, probably some strikeouts. So let's see what we found.
Probably some Goodwill donations.
All right, we'll start over here on the left-hand side. It's the less crowded area. These exciting monkey pod wood bowl set. I don't know, they were $2. They're vintage, they're cool. We got a couple of candles here at some yard sales. So we got the summertime s'mores candle, Bath and Body Works. So look out for old candles, especially ones that are scented or flavors that they don't make anymore. And this Stormwatch candle is really good too. We picked this up at a yard sale for $5. Stormwatch. So we'll throw some comps up on the screen. We went to, or I went to an estate sale on Wednesday night. They had a sale. This was 4 days, and I picked up all these PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 controllers for $2 each. We got Game Boy chargers for $2 each, or DSi, Nintendo DS, DS chargers. I got this stack. These are mostly empty cases, so there's no games in these. I paid $2 a piece for the cases and manuals. Some Mario games, Mario Super Sluggers for the Wii. Super Mario Bros. For the Wii, so no games in those, but we come across the games every so often by themselves. So when there's popular games like that, we'll pick up the cases. This did have the game in it. It was $2, or no, I don't know. I might have paid $5 for that. We paid like $2 for this disc-only game for the PS2, and then we got a couple of GameCube manuals for $1 a piece. So figured those were worth it. At the same sale, I got these MP3 players that are like kind of old, new stock. So we've actually, I got these for $8 a piece. We've already sold one for $90 last night, so I'm getting ready to ship that out. So definitely a good score there. At the same sale, we also got a few video games here. I'm kind of bouncing around on the table, but for the Game Boy Color, we got Donkey Kong Country. I did pay $10 for that. I think it's worth about $20. The big score, the nice torn label there. But this is Pokemon Crystal, and I got it for $10. So that's a really good game to find. I'd obviously prefer to have a nice intact label, but that was a good score. And two more Game Boy Advance games. We got Mega Man and Bass. I paid $6 for that, and I paid $6 for Sonic Advance 3. There were some other games there that were good, but they were priced like above eBay prices, so I really couldn't get those. Before we go further down on the table, at a different estate sale, we got these little Santa mugs for $1 a piece. Those are cute. Those can usually be worth some good money. There's a few brands out there that are worth really good money. These don't appear to have any markings on them, but for $1 a piece, I picked them up. We got, this is just a really heavyweight brass ashtray. I thought was cool. It's a company that makes outdoor water faucets, so I picked up that for $5. I don't know if it's good or not.
A lot of times we buy stuff just for the cool factor.
At the same sale as that, we got all these Brother P-Touch label cartridges, brand new in the pack for $1. Those usually do well. This is a vintage Kellogg's depression glass measuring cup. I was trying to think of what it's called. I actually paid $10 for this. It was funny. I went to the estate sale and I only picked up one piece of clothing, but I had seen this and I forgot to look it up in the kitchen cabinet. And after I had left and stopped at another place, I remembered that I needed to look this up. I looked it up real quick and saw that they basically sell really well for like $40. And I heard the voices in my head from April saying, "Why didn't you get that? Why didn't you look it up while you were there?" So I went back, and it was still in the cabinet.
So this is what's cool. It has 3 spouts on it.
So that's a really cool old piece. Back here we have, these are from a yard sale that we got the candle. We paid $3 each for these. Brand new sealed memory cards. They're worth about 15 bucks a piece. I got this Swiss card for $1 at an estate sale. That had some good value. Really cool, these worm lights, guys. These are for Game Boy Colors. If you ever had a Game Boy Color back in the day, the screen was not lit up. So you would plug these little worm lights into the side of it to help light up your screen so you could see to play when it was dark. And these are new sealed. We got them for $1 a piece at a yard sale. You can see the old Toys R Us zone logos on them, but they're worth about $30 a piece. Back here in the back, we actually yesterday I think, so Sunday, we're filming this on a Monday morning. On Sunday there was a post on Facebook that April came across that said, "Curbside, like everything's free, just don't make a mess." And it was literally like 2 minutes away. It was so close that the Google Maps was thinking that we were walking to the house instead of driving. But we got a whole Campbell soup collection. One of the coolest pieces in it is this cookie jar.
But we have like 2 boxes of Campbell soup collectibles
So
to go through.
Yeah, ultimately we don't know if anything is going to be great in it, but for who can beat free, right?
Can you turn off the ceiling fan real quick? Sorry, we're like giving them a disco going on here.
But we also, the main reason why we went is we saw a box that had these in it. So this is a little Super Nintendo mini console and a Sega Genesis mini console. Those were in a box, so we got those for free. I know that the Super Nintendo sells for like around $80. So again, ran over there. Nobody else was there, so we got quite a bit of stuff to go through.
And it was free.
It was free. There was also a free sealed Conan Blu-ray movie in that box. So.
And that sells for like $10.
So we'll take it. This alarm clock back here, that's one of the old vintage flip clocks. It's actually new sealed. The box is still stapled shut. So I did pay $30 for that at the same estate sale that I got the Santa mugs. But there's multiple sale comps on that for $200. So I felt comfortable spending the 30 bucks on it. All right, we're moving across the table. We're about halfway done with the table.
We had a very busy weekend.
We got a lot of vintagey electronic stuff. So back in the back here is a Sony, it's a video editing controller. I'll throw a picture up on the screen of what they look like with the comp, but that was, I think we paid $8 for that. Down below there's a Fujitsu scanner. I think we paid $10 for that. It's worth, we saw sold comps for $50. We have a couple of electronic or digital magnifiers that can do well. We paid $7 each for those. In the front here is a Dymo labeler. If you see any of these out there, guys, these are basically instant sales. So I paid $10 for this. Probably as soon as we list it, we'll get around $120 for it. That's how often and quick that those things sell. We've had plenty of them in the past that sell usually within an hour.
Like we literally went to
crazy.
the estate sale because we saw this on top of a file cabinet in the picture.
And it was $10. So at the same estate sale, we got this Archer Plus-O-Matic old time, like calculator type machine. Paid $4. Pretty sure that sells for like
$40 to $50.
$40 or so. I got this Sony Walkman. I paid $8 for that. I did check to make sure there was no corrosion. There are batteries in it, but that will do okay on. We got these DVD RAMs, brand new, $3 a piece. I saw some good comps on those for at least 20 something a piece.
Yeah, anytime you're out at sales and stuff, anything new in the package, always look it up.
The complete Glenn Miller and his orchestra CD set, I did check to make sure all the discs were in there. Paid $10. Those were selling pretty good, so I picked that up.
And see, this is why we make a good team, because I saw that in the room and I picked it up for a hot second and put it back down and walked away, and then he went and bought it.
All right, we have a stack of clothes here, and we got a bunch of stuff on the floor. So you might see the Apple hat. So that's some foreshadowing. I got several pieces of vintage Macintosh stuff. So we got all these manuals, Apple II, DOS programmer and user manuals. So it's a whole box of Apple manuals. I don't know, I paid a couple bucks for that. We also got 2 of these old accessory kits. We paid $4. Hopefully we can get that marker off. These are basically manuals, and that's probably it. Just like manuals and accessory type stuff. It had the Apple logo. We've done well with Mac stuff in the past, so I couldn't let them sit there. Yeah, it's really cool. I don't know if there's anything in here other than a manual, but oh yeah, that has Mac Paint. It looks like it's sealed. So I don't know. I wasn't gonna leave it behind, especially when we were buying so many things at this sale. This is the Carhartt overalls that I got at the sale that I went back to buy the measuring cup. I got these Carhartt overalls for $10. Looks like they're probably worth at least $50. They're in pretty good shape with winter coming. And they got a couple of old jackets. This is a old champion tag, West Virginia, University of West Virginia coat. I paid $3 for these coats, so again, they might be worth something, they might not. This is an old Steve & Barry's, which typically isn't that good, but I did see some sales comps on this. However, afterwards we noticed there's some damage, so I don't know if we'll even list it. We'll see. It's a cool jacket though. Then the really cool Pendleton, vintage Pendleton wool. It says Western wear with a sweet design, Aztec looking design on the back. There are some little holes in it, but it's 100% wool, so that's a cool piece. Again, paid like $3 for it. Got a couple of backpacks. Young Living Essential Oils for $2. A really nice Eddie Bauer backpack for $2.
Yeah, that one actually, we'll put sold comps up, but the Eddie Bauer had really good sold comps on it.
I mean, for $2, and it's a good quality. You can tell the quality is good. Some more bags, some more Apple stuff, guys. So an old Mac user bag, 75 cents. And then we paid $3 for this Apple duffel bag. Super cool. We paid another $3 for this Apple bag. And then I got a few more Apple or Mac accessories. So I paid $5 for this. It's a Mac keyboard. It's dusty and needs some cleaning, but I saw some good sold comps on that.
Now, what was crazy, guys, is all of this Apple stuff was scattered throughout the entire house and shed.
Yeah, the keyboards I found in the basement. The bags were upstairs. The hat I found in a bedroom. This is actually, I think this says like it's like a Windows box, but that's an Apple keyboard. And then back here, I'm not going to lift it up, but there's an Apple printer. Like, you wouldn't think those things have any value. It might only be worth $30, but they sell quite a bit for $30 plus shipping. And I paid $1.50.
And he found it in the shed.
And I found it in the shed. So for $1.50, it's worth the gamble even to sell it as is for $30. I'll take it. And then the last of what we have is kind of just down here in the bags, guys. We've had a bonus Monday sale.
That we did not expect.
That we didn't expect today, so this really isn't unpacked. But we got a really cool puzzle that says Myth and Fact in the Zodiac. It's a circular puzzle, so that's pretty sweet. We paid $8 for that.
And we always seem to do well with puzzles.
And we got a whole bunch of like Bradford Exchange / Hawthorne Village figures and stuff. So a lot of it is Disney figures. So we paid $2 each for all of these figurines and stuff, which is a crazy good deal. A lot of them are Disney, some of them are not. Yeah, this is a Thomas Kincaid like candle holder, but for $2 we basically bought as many items as we could from the pile. This looks like another Disney. It's like the dwarfs.
And a lot of them have their COAs with them.
So we got a whole bunch of that stuff. And then we got
a bunch of
books, a couple items, the taste hope with dirt in them, like a little vase. That's pretty cool. And then this one was a matching, like little. You got to take it out because this was cool, a little cool cat item. So that was,
yeah, I thought he was pretty cool.
That was cute. As I'm gonna try not to break it as I put them back in there. Oh, we got some shoes at a couple different sales. So we got some this morning, and then we got some the other day. The other day we picked up these Nike Gore-Tex boots for $4, along with a couple pairs of, I think, Merrell shoes in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we found some really interesting shoes today. I think we paid $8 a pair for these 3 pairs of shoes. These are the strength and conditioning shoes, or building strength in your legs shoes, with the box and everything. So those are pretty.
And the manual.
Those are wild. And then we found 2 really old pairs of shoes. They're huge. So these are gigantic and they're really dirty, but they're super old Nikes.
Yeah, they literally just came in the door.
They're really old Nikes. Whenever we see stuff like super old like this, I mean, it's worth the gamble. Sometimes these old shoes can go for hundreds of dollars, even in this kind of condition. I don't know what size these are. These got to be like size 16s or even bigger. And some really old Converse. We're going to try. There was another one there, but it was missing one of the shoes. Like, it was only a single Converse, and I was hoping to find the other one. I looked all over the house, but couldn't find it. But we'll try to clean these up the best we can and see if they're worth listing at all, but I think that they will. They will be. So this is our weekend haul plus bonus Monday. And we got a lot of work to get to now, but thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video for more content, and we'll see you next time. Bye.